Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one I'm going to be trying something different. I'm going to be doing a 6-star review of Kofi Kingston against all odds. He is a focused technician, and I'm going to go over the build set I would run with him in 6-star and why I think he would be the best focus tech for a male that you could level. So actually, I'm going to start with this. This is your list of focus technicians and their tiers. Shout out to Joey Liggs for organizing all of this. If you look at the list, probably the big ones of note would be Roman Reigns, head of the table, Kofi, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, and Lundra Blaze on the female end, as well as Asuka on the female end. Those would be like who you'd be competing with focus shard wise, most likely. Maybe Hall of Fame Iron Sheik too if you have his gears. Don't want to leave him out. But those would probably be the big ones. You can also use this list to figure out who feeds Kofi as far as shards go. So the one good thing is he doesn't have a lot of competition at focus tech. I think it's clear he's the best male focus tech. There's also Damian Priest, I guess, worth shouting out too. And the other ones though, like Trish Stratus, she's an IOW. You can sort of farm this shard. It's A tier, so it's not a great conversion rate, but it's also not terrible. If you got extra showdown currency, you can farm her on a daily basis by buying those, doing your showdown stuff. That could potentially help. But also, a lot of you probably have a ton of extra Booker T shards, Asuka shards, etc. Maybe even Johnny Gargano. So Kofi is not the most difficult of ones to get shards for either. Focused is a pretty solid one for having potential spare shards. So there's that. So I just wanted to call that out to start. Now let's look at the stats of him at 6-star. These are the base stats as soon as you evolve him. So this is without levels. So this would be at level 270. You can level him all the way to 310. So when you click the button and evolve him, if you had full stars, you'd have 10.7 mil hit points, and your green gems would be doing almost 15k, 14,998. So that's what you could expect at 6 full. With 2 hollows, so 4 stars, you're going to lose 1.5 million health. You're going to go down to 9.2 million. And you're going to lose about 2k off of your base green gems. They're going to go down to 12,960. I just thought that would kind of be a useful comparison in case you were thinking about star fills, that sort of thing. Your Kofi's 4-star, just to have up on the screen there. So there's that if you want to, screenshot that or come back to this. I feel like that's some good information. Beyond that, the moveset that I would run, the Hurricane Rana, the Russian leg sweep, and the armbar. The armbar is the 6-star move, and it's a very good submission. Place 12 submission gems. It's also very possible this is random and not place. If it's place, I would just do the 4 corners to make it quick. But there's also a good chance it's random. Sako's reads place, and it's also random. Is 6-star, so not 100% sure on that. And do 223,000 damage for 4 turns. Remaining sub gems turn into color turn gems. That sub is super strong. Actually, with the setup you're looking at here on the right, with head of the table Roman being the only sub coach, that would do, I believe it was 6.24 million in feud with defensive feud perks. It is indeed 6.24 million. We're going to take a look at a second build that you could potentially run too. So that sub is going to do 6.2 million. The Russian leg sweep, deal 18k damage and increase your green gem damage by 150% for 4 turns. The longer Kofi's in it, the bigger his green gems are going to get, make it easy to kick out, get some big pins, etc. And then the Hurricane Rana, deal 7k damage and make 2 random gems into green gems, 1 MP only. So one of the things that Kofi, his normal set was the Russian leg sweep and the Hurricane Rana. The third move was often switched out to be different things depending on what people liked, and they really didn't flow super well. So adding this sub is actually really big for his gameplay. Now, the plate that I would use for sure is one that's on the prize wall. Honky Tonk Blues, whenever you break 3 or more green gems, you get 3 blue MP. So, in feud, if you have perks, even if you don't have max offensive perks, you're starting with 4. Rizar gives you 1 with Lawler, so you're actually starting with 5. So 1 green match gives you 8 MP, and you can run the armbar. If you have maxed out perks, even if your opponent has max defensive, you're going to actually have 9, so you're going to clear that no problem. So 1 green match and it fills the sub. You got Rizar on there, so you're getting 4 more green gems. If you should take your haul to 17k if you're going to build Kofi, as you get an extra green gem. So now you're making 6 on top of his 2 random for 8. And in feud, you should be getting at least a net of +1 for 9 random gems into green. You shouldn't go too often without getting a green match with that setup. Obviously, once the sub is done, you would be using the Hurricane Rana in conjunction with the skill plate to fill it back up. But also, you know, you're going to start with the Russian leg sweep ready. So you're going to buff your green gems. You're going to throw green gems out. Hopefully you're going to hit at least 3 and not pin. Then you're going to hit the armbar. You actually, when you hit 3 for the armbar, it's going to reload the Russian leg sweep. So you can hit it again too, in case they pin you on their turn or something like that. But 6.2 million sub is going to drain every 5-star gold. And as you can see, do about half the life on a 6-star bronze. So, and put you in the driver's seat because you're going to have fully drained them. So let's so I think Kofi literally is the best focus tech in the game for males, and I also believe that he's a top 4 tech for males overall at 6-star. So I think he would be a great choice for people to work on. Let's look at a couple possible alternatives here that could crank that sub up a little bit. You could drop Hall or Roman, whichever you preferred, but let's say we're going to drop Hall. If you had a 17k Santa Hogan, you could do that, and you could drop Lawler. So now you're going with Eddie for 3 more sub turns, and that is going to net you 8.5 million damage sub. So this setup would be 8.5 million. You're going to start with your 2 MP. Rizar is going to give you 3. Santa Hogan at 17k would give you 4 MP. So 1 green match would still give you the sub, and you'd be doing 8.5 million. You wouldn't be making as many, a little more risky. So you could also potentially drop Roman and put Hall back in there, in which case your damage would go down to, let's see, 6.7 million. So at that point, I feel like the first one would be just as good. It is a little bit harder, hits a little bit harder, I guess. Maybe a little more risk. It also puts your Santa Hogan in use, sort of thing. And it's more turns, so not quite. I don't think it takes a little bit longer, right? So I wouldn't go that route. Now there is another alternative where you don't run an MP trainer at all, and you hope you make at least 2-3 matches with your random gem spam. So in that case, you could still run Rizar. You could drop Hogan here. And go back to Hall and hope that you match 2-3 matches, as that potentially could fill this, or get like a 5-match sort of thing. I personally wouldn't do that. When I say 2-3 matches, if you make 2-3, it's not going to go up 6. It has to be separate turns. So like you have to create a wild card situation and then do it. So it's really risky, or you can just play for the next turn. So I feel like Lawler for sure is the safer, more consistent play, and you're still getting a really big sub. So I would definitely go that route personally. And yeah, let me undo this. So to me, this is going to be really hard to deal with in feud, but also showdown. And that's one of the things as you're taking some of your first 6 stars, being able to do double duty like that is quite good. That you can have showdown and feud covered. So like I said, this is kind of a new thing I'm trying. Instead of like trying to request a character, get them level, do gameplay, that sort of thing, doing a breakdown like this. So I'm really interested in you guys' feedback. If you find this helpful, if you like it, if you'd like me to do something different with the format or the style, I wouldn't mind hearing that too. So there's that. I don't think I have a focused tech at gold, because we could kind of look at the conversion too. Just let me make sure real quick. I don't believe I do. No, I don't. But you can manually do the conversion math. But anyway, Kofi, I think, is going to be a really, really valuable asset on a lot of rosters. Love his 6-star move. Big sub damage, 6.2 mil. Shouldn't be hard to load, shouldn't be hard to recycle. And every turn, those green gems are just getting bigger, because every match you can hit the Russian leg sweep. 154% for 4 turns on those green gems. They get pretty crazy pretty quick. So flows really well, great card, great versatility, and I think would be an excellent 6-star choice. So again, let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoy this video, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there.